Hi, this is Avira from Scrappy Mania, and it's time for me to refresh my colors mist. I do have a video that I created years ago in where I showed you how you can use printer ink, some water or alcohol, and I use either mica powder or I use an iridescent medium, or I used some paint that had like a little gold or iridescent medium in it, and to create your color mist that had a sheen to it, similar to the products that are being sold out there that you can create your own. And the reason why I use printer ink, because a long time ago we bought these continual ink system. So what it was is you had a big box that had all these little cartridges, and it fed into the printer, and instead of buying the little cartridges, you will buy these big bottles and you will continually fill it up, and it was a lot cheaper. Now when we started printing our pictures at home and we upgraded our printer to a Canon printer, then these inks are not that good for photo paper or for nice crisp image. They're perfect for paper, like if you have documents, you have simple little charts and things like that, they're perfect for that. But if you really want archival quality prints, then you really need to buy the expensive ink from the manufacturer of that particular printer. We also found that if I bought a generic ink and that it was generic, it worked for my Canon, and I bought that and I used the Canon paper, or I used generic paper from Costco, my photos did not come out right. They were way off. The colors were way off. It was just not coming out right. I would try to calibrate it and it did not work. So then I end up just biting the bullet, and I bought the real ink for the Canon, and I bought the real paper for the Canon, and as soon as I did that, my papers come out just like photo quality paper. And see, I don't know what's in each of these printers, because I have two printers. I got a wide format printer, this Canon, and it's a professional one. And then I have a smaller one that it's an Epson, and it's a fax machine with scanning and everything. It's like the all 3-in-1 printers. And that one it does some photos, it's okay, but it's not as the quality as I get with my wide format Canon, which is a 9000 Marks II printer. So when I did upgrade and I decided to start buying the inks that corresponds to the printers, then I had all these bottles left over of ink that I have not used. So then I decided I should use them to create my color mist. And I do have a video on using these for my color mist. So now it's time, the long story short, it's time for me to refresh them because I used them all up. So in the other video, I showed you a website. So let me go in that website, and it's called How to Mix Color by WikiHow. And I'll put the link of this on my video. And I'm sorry you cannot really see it too well because of the light here, but whatever they call it. And see, here it has cyan plus yellow equal green. So it has the colors of the printer, because this is cyan, this is magenta, and it has all that, and it tells you kind of to mix it together, and it creates the colors. So I am going to use this to create nice, vibrant colors. I love the dilution inks. I love the pinks that are out there, the orange, the bright red orange. I'm liking the matte. I do not want to put any glimmer in my stuff. I just want it nicely matte finish. So let's go ahead and do this. Now I've seen videos in where they use food coloring, and it does the same thing. But since I have, and see, I washed them all last night. I made sure I got rid of all the glimmer, the paint that was in there. Some of them got clogged. Two of these did not work because it had so much paint in it that it clogged it up. So that's why this time I do not want to put any mica powders or iridescent paint or anything, because I do not want these clogged up. So, and plus I'm liking the matte finish now. So the first color I think I'm going to create, I really want like a nice orange color. So let me go ahead and mix. And here, see right here, it tells you the colors to mix. If you want a real orange color, you mix yellow, magenta, or red. And before I do anything, I want to mix it in here. I do have some alcohol. I am going to put some alcohol because I want it to kind of dry quickly. And I'm going to put a little bit of glycerin, a couple of drops of glycerin. And just to, I don't know, I just want to put glycerin. Let's see how that comes out. I figure with the glycerin, it may help with the coloring, with the vibrancy. I don't know. We'll see. Then I've got some yellow. Now this is magenta. This is yellow. Actually, I think this is yellow. This is not magenta. Yeah, this is yellow. And we are going to put, now this is very, actually let me use the one that I already opened. This one's not open. Okay, this is yellow, and I'm going to put about that much. I don't know, there was like 10 drops. 11 drops, 12 drops, I don't know. A lot of drops. Okay. And then I am going to take, I have a light magenta and a dark magenta. I think I'm going to use light magenta because it says magenta or red. I don't have any red, so I'm going to use magenta. Ooh, I'm already liking that color. Look how that looks. Okay. Put that in there. And then I am going to use, hopefully I don't cause an explosion here, because I'm going to mix a little bit of water. I'm not, it's just me being silly. So I got a little bit of water here. I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol. And mix it up. Okay, let's put the cover on this. And just so you know, it's probably going to be messy. It's a messy project. So, and look how vibrant that color is. I really like it. That's going to look nice. And then, see that color? I like that. So let's see on white. I do not have any white cardstock because, you know, I have a, here it is. Here's some white cardstock. Yeah, that's going to look good. Okay. And once you dry it, so I like that color. It's nice and vibrant. Okay, and then what I'm going to do with this, and I even lost a cap. I'll find it eventually. But what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and mist a piece of cardstock, and I'll tape it on here like with this, so that way I know the color that I have. Okay. So the next color I would like to do, if you look over here, there's a light orange or dark orange or brown. You use a small amount of black or blue to orange. And so first we gotta make orange. So let's go ahead and make orange, and then you put a little bit of black or mix red and green. Blue is orange complement. So we can either mix red or green, or we can do orange and a little bit of black. So let's see how that's going to come out. I'm going to use the same container because it's going to work. So I'm going to put a little bit of magenta, a little bit of this yellow to create orange. Leave the cap off. And that's actually red. You see it? So let's go ahead and put a little bit of black. Let's see what comes out. Wow, that's brown. Okay, so that looks like I made some brown there. Now, maybe I'll put a little bit more of this. I put 3 drops of just glycerin. Put a little bit of water. A little bit of alcohol. So that came out good. Now I do want to create I want a nice bright pink color. And a nice blue color. Use some cyan. And it says to use a little bit of black if you want a dark cyan color. A little bit of black. Let's look at how this one come out. Oh, I like that color. That's a nice little color. It is going to get a little lighter when you add the water. And let me add a little bit of drops of glycerin. 3 drops of glycerin. And you don't have to use the glycerin. I'm using it because I have it, and I just want to see what happens when I do add glycerin. Okay, so that's a good color. Okay, so now I still want to create that pink. So I do have this light magenta. Let's try that one. That's a pretty intense pink. And let's see. According to this, I can do a little bit of black or green. So if I put green, let's see how to, now because I don't have green, I need to mix colors in order to get green. So I am going to go ahead and mix. Let's see what kind of green I want. Let's mix a little bit of cyan. So this is a little bit left of cyan, and let's put a little bit of yellow in there. Maybe I'll put this yellow. Did I open this up? Here's this yellow. Oh, look at that. Nice green. Actually, I might keep this one, put a little more. Look at that green. If I want a light green, then I want to put a little bit of white in this. So Just a little bit of white. Don't want to put too much. And I'm experimenting with my gesso. That looks nice. Very nice, very nice. Okay. And you know, you don't have to make a big batch of this stuff, because I made a lot when I started doing these color mists, and it lasts me a while. So they do last, and you can always make some more. And one of these bottles, I mean, they're going to last you for years. Trust me. Look at that color. And look how fast it dries. It really is. I really like that color. Okay. I still have to do my pink. So let's go and look according to the chart. And see, I'm just flipping through. And I'm not showing you how I flip through because, you know, you can hardly see it. But what I'm doing is I'm just flipping through. And I want bright colors. So I'm looking for those bright colors here. So let's go ahead and do, you know what? I think just straight magenta might be a good choice. Just straight magenta. See how that is. Put a little alcohol. To me, I think putting a little alcohol kind of helps that it's gonna dry quicker, and then putting a little bit of glycerin, mixing it up. Now these colors are sheer. So it's not opaque, so it's not gonna give you that real opaque coverage. Okay. So let's look at this one. That looks nice. Look at that color. Those three colors, very vibrant, very pretty. So I got magenta, green, blue, yellow, brown. Let's see what color I'm missing, because this is kind of giving me a guide. So it actually says take magenta, so I'm going to take this magenta, and you can do a small amount of blue. So I'm going to put a small amount of blue, or cyan, or violet. Let's do blue. I'll mix it up. Oh, I already see that color. That looks nice. Maybe a little more. That looks nice. see. Oh, look at that color. Look how pretty that is. Really, really like those colors. I'm liking these colors that are coming out. So now I got purple. So what other color do I want to do? I do want a really light lime, you know, green lime. Did I create green? Let's see, that's not green. Yeah, I got some green here. Maybe if I put a little more yellow on my green. Put a lot of yellow on my green. Okay, let's see how this one came out. Oh, not bad. Look at that. I like that color. It really comes out nice. So that's a good color. So we got to do a violet blue and then add yellow to the violet blue. So let's first create the violet blue by putting a little bit of cyan. Yeah, cyan and magenta. Okay. And then you're going to add a little white. It says add, ooh, I like that color actually. I don't think I have that color yet. Let's see. I got this purple color, but look at that color. That came out nice. So I think I'm going to keep that color. Oh, I like that color. So I'm not going to mess around with it. Looks good. And you're going to get ink all over your hand. So don't do this before you just had, after you have your manicure. You might want to do it before you get your nails done. Oh, look at that color. Really, really like that color. Okay, so this one's good. Okay, I still want to have that grayish violet color, so let's go ahead and do it again. So again, I'm going to make blue or cyan, purple with some magenta. Then it says add both white and black to it. So, or black or yellow. So let's add yellow. I'm just curious. I'm going to add a little yellow. Maybe a little more yellow. And it says to add a little bit of white. And you know, you don't get, I never really get the precise amounts in it. I mean, sometimes I may put a little bit too much drops of blue or too much drop of red. I mean, it's just keep playing with it until you get a color that you like. Okay. So now let's see how this one is. This one came out like a more grayish color, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. And I know I haven't been putting the glycerin on these, but that's okay. I mean, I didn't put glycerin on the other ones. I just was trying to experiment to see if the glycerin will help. That's my own recipe. There's not a recipe out there to put glycerin. Just figure it won't hurt. Okay. Oh, that one's pretty. Look how pretty that is. Very different colors. Okay, so now let's see what other color we want to create. I might do a light teal. Teal might be good. And for teal, you're going to need some yellow with a little bit, small amount. So you're going to need blue with a small amount. So that's the thing. If you put too much, it becomes a different colors. Just small amount and swirl it. Yeah, that looks good. That's a nice color. Look at that. Let me show you. I like that color. And then what it tells us to do is to put a little bit of white in it. Let me put a little more white. And I don't want to put a lot of this because, again, I don't want to clog up my misters. It took me a while to unclog some of them. So I don't want to get into fixing them again. And alcohol, what alcohol does, it helps it that it dries quicker. Look at that. I'm getting the measurement just right. Okay, let's see how this one comes out. Oh, that's a nice color too. It's kind of, I don't think you can see it in the camera, but it's a green teal kind of color. Very different than the other ones I have. So I think I'm done with my colors. So these are the ones I created. So let me just show you the pages. So there's another one. These are the colors that I have done so far. And if you want to create your own colors, you can either use food coloring that's already mixed for you and you can mix that. Or if you have these old leftover refills like I do, then this is a perfect use to use those up. So I hope you like this tutorial and let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching. Bye now.